back live. Another week. I would say it wasn't an eventful week. People making up stories. People just fighting on the timeline. All type of shit. But we back.
Ain't shit new over
show.
here.
So what?
I was saying ain't shit new.
No, ain't nothing new at all. Ain't nothing new. Best damn W show, man. Episode 41. I did not look for a jersey. If y'all got one, I have no idea for 40. 41 is just
dirt.
41?
It's dirt.
Dirt.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dirt.
And isn't, oh no, BG42. My bad.
Yeah.
Dirk is 41. Yeah. That's so random, Dirk. I wonder how he got that number. I got to look it up now.
Bree Jones was 42, I think, too, in Connecticut. Wasn't she?
Damn. Those are random numbers. Kind of like Luca having 77 and shit.
Yeah.
Robin picking 91.
But you gotta be good to pick those high numbers though. Like you can't be trash.
You cannot be trash. You cannot be trash having number 77 on your jersey. You just buns. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Man, below, man. How you doing today?
I'm blessed and I'm black. The two best things to be, man. The two best things to be. I'm excited to talk hoops with my 2/3 in the background. Shout out to Wiley's favorite guys to talk hoops with. So yeah, I'm ready to get it started.
That's right, Nicholas. How you doing, Nicholas, on this Tuesday?
Feeling great, Tuesday. Man. It's good to be back. We about to talk some hoops. It's crazy, how like y'all be talking about my topic list, saying I got a lot. Cause I be like, dang, I'm struggling to find out stuff to talk about.
Man, you be having enough, boy.
We can talk about one topic for like 20 minutes. So.
Definitely. That's what's gonna happen for sure. Wally on the ones and twos. Wally, how you doing, man?
What up, y'all? I'm good. Tired.
Wally don't even be on camera. Got his own introduction and everything.
Right.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm just saying.
I love it. He is truly Parks, man. I love that shit so much. I will say this though. What up, Lamar? I will say this. I be seeing so many like different pod shows. They be looking they be hooping and shit like for streams and for like content. There's no way we gonna look like the people that I be seeing on the internet that be having podcasts and they be hooping. There's no way
I gotta come on camera for that one because fuck no. I would if me, you, and Nick went up against the Joe Budden podcast, we would
motherfucking It's Achilles off of one move. I'm like, yo, come on, man.
Even Club 520, man, they look bad out there too. B-Hen look horrible out there.
Who look horrible?
You thought B-Hen
really going looking crazy.
I'm not gonna be the one guarding JT.
No, even JT got thicker since he don't play no more, man. Like they was out there moving slow, but he probably can still bust your ass.
Yeah,
he definitely still getting buckets though.
Yeah, I don't play around with NBA players, man. They'll bust your ass every time. I don't give
even
a
the ones that be on the bench, they'll still get you.
Oh yeah, but B-Hen and old boy, they can get this work on the court.
Yes, definitely.
Joe Budden, though, that was so embarrassing.
That was so embarrassing.
It was so bad. Like
it's towards Achilles. I don't even remember how he did it. He just
he did?
Yeah, he tore Achilles.
Yes.
Nah.
When started lifting off the floor, I'm like, come on, man.
Yes, he tore his Achilles like right when that shit started. They look, man.
I'm sorry.
Mark Lamont Hill look bad. They just look bad.
So is he a part of the podcast now? Has he always been a part?
Yeah.
He's always been a part of it?
No. He just got put on this year.
I've never watched the full episode of it because I think they're all idiots. But I know it's for entertainment's sake. And so I saw clips with him on it, and I'm like, he's on it, and I didn't know if he's been on it or not.
Yeah, ever since like Rory and Maul haven't been on there, like he got Ish and Ice on there, and Ish and Ice became a long way when it came to the podcast and shit. Like they came a long way. So
they were behind the scenes, weren't they?
I don't know. Were they behind the scenes? I don't know if they were. Were they?
I thought they were, like whenever Rory and Maul were there.
Were they?
I
don't know, but they he put them on the show and then they got better and then he started adding people, like they moved to a new spot. Melissa Ford, the fat dude, he do like Queen's Flip, he's annoying. But and then Mark Lamont Hill got put on this year.
Got it.
Yeah. So
they got the other dude too. Who's that light skinned dude's name? He's an R&B singer. I forgot his name.
Imani.
Imani.
He be having some wild takes, wild music.
Never heard of him.
Yes.
No, I never heard. I didn't know he sing either until somebody said something on the show. I was like, oh, damn, he sing. But anything else? Real quick, I saw Nick. Nick is one when he's not talking about basketball. He's still funny when we talking about basketball, but the shit he comment on, Nick funny as fuck. First of all, I want y'all to know. He be funny as hell in the group chat, but he's funny on the timeline. So I saw a tweet. They was talking about like pizza food chains, and they was killing Papa John's. Nick wasn't having it. Nick was not having them killing Papa John's, yo.
What I say? I can't remember this.
You was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna be doing Papa John's like that.
Oh yeah, I remember it now. Yeah.
Nick fighting to the death for Papa John's.
Papa John's, though, Nick.
Come on, man. Who you got?
I haven't had Papa John's in probably like at least 10 years. At least
they had Little Caesar's last.
It's trash. Little Caesar's trash.
It's
bro.
super trash. I think it was like Little Caesar's, then Papa John's, then like Domino's.
They had like, I think they were talking about. They had like Chuck E. Cheese pizza first.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese pizza slap though.
Chuck E. Cheese got the best pizza there is.
Yeah, it went Chuck E. Cheese pizza
first.
Papa John's.
Chuck E. Cheese top 2, and it ain't 2.
Yeah, I mean Chuck E. Cheese slap.
I haven't had Chuck E. Cheese pizza in a long time.
But
so.
this is the parents come in. Old recipe though. This is the old recipe.
It's a while parents come in.
The parents come in. Yes, Chuck E. Cheese. I can't hold you, dog.
Yeah, man.
Nick, don't trip, fair. Exactly.
Oh man, God, that shit was funny. Man, anything else happen? It's so much funny stuff, man. I ain't got nothing else for y'all.
Yeah, we got a lot to. Yeah,
let's get into this shit, man.
Yeah, right into.
We're gonna get into this. We're gonna kick it off with Minnesota and New York. Both of them are 7-0, and they just out here just hooping, man. Especially New York.
Yeah,
we're gonna start with them, but it's like New York and Minnesota is on a collision course. Like we're going back to the finals. We're gonna have a rematch. Then what y'all talking about? We're gonna get to this regular season, get to these playoffs, but we're gonna be back in the finals versus one another. But we're gonna start with New York because they just been. Listen, we knew when Tosh went over there that we knew like, oh shit, this could really be something. This can like save them, and it's looking like it is. Like her energy right off the jump, like they feeding off of that shit. Is like they just look like a well-oiled machine. Like they ain't lose no beat. Nick, I'm gonna start with you, man. How you feel about New York so far?
I mean, I know we only about like 2 weeks into the season, but New York looking like the best team to me, and they looking like they have the best chance of repeating. It's crazy to say that, man, but like they've just been so dominant, honestly. And I feel like it's weird to even say that because like as I've been watching games, I still feel like they're not even like at their best yet. Like I still feel like they're just getting started. Honestly, like nobody's really like exploded for New York. Honestly, I mean Sabrina's had some good games. Stewie's had some good games. Obviously, you know, Natasha Cloud also has some good games as well. But they're really just getting started, honestly. And it's like, the thing about New York is like they don't really need like dominant performances from like Stewie and Sabrina and others because they're so deep of a team. Like, you know, they have Marine Johannes, they have Niar Sabli, they have Leonie Fibic. Like they have such a deep team, honestly, and that's part of the reason why they won the title last year. And now you could look at them this year and arguably say that they got better this year, obviously with Natasha Cloud coming there, but then also getting Marine Johannes back as well. So that's also another big thing. So it's only been 7 games, which I mean, obviously in the last game, obviously they beat the shit out of Connecticut, which is crazy.
Beat the shit out of Connecticut now.
Golly. It's crazy. I fell asleep on the game. I woke up. I was like, damn, they beat them by damn near 50. It's crazy.
Yeah, they was beating the shit out of them now.
They was. But right now, if I had to say who is like right now, like the favorite, I know it's early. I mean, obviously we still got a lot more basketball to see, but it's got to be the reigning champion New York Liberty. And as for Minnesota, I mean, I know that we talked about how they didn't really upgrade their roster compared to last year. It's really pretty much the same players per se, but they look just as dominant too. I mean, right now nobody's playing better basketball than Nafisa Collier. She's been playing incredible, honestly, being able to set the tone and lead the way for that team. Cody Williams, she had a few games where she struggled, but still being able to be effective, both scoring the ball and, of course, her playmaking as well. I think she's got to be one of the best passes in the league right now, if you ask me. But then it's also other players as well, like Alana Smith, Bridget Carleton. Like they're also another team like New York where they actually do have a good amount of depth, honestly. So for these two teams to be 7-0, especially with these two teams being the two teams that played in the finals last year, shouldn't be a surprise, honestly. New York is clearly showing that they're hungry to repeat, and then you see Minnesota as well, like they're hungry for redemption. So it's gonna be fun to see both of those two teams clash. But even though both of them are undefeated, both of them are 7-0, if I had to choose which team is better, I'd probably have to say New York.
Before you go low, right now Minnesota is beating Phoenix 85-63 with 143 left in the fourth quarter. So they about to be 8-0.
8-0.
Go ahead, Lo.
Wiley, can you look up when they play each other, New York and Minnesota?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
But I agree with honestly everything Nick said. I think New York has proven in these last 2 weeks, they have proven to be easily, and I know Minnesota's right there, but New York is easily, in my opinion, the best team so far this year, and they haven't even hit their stride. That's the scary part about it. Very small sample size, but the Liberty are ranked in the top 5 category for every statistical category. Points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, blocks per game, steals per game, field goal shooting percentage per game, 3-pointers made per game, 3-pointers percentage made per game, and free throw percentage. So I just listed 9 categories. They are ranked number 1 out of 6 of those 9 categories. That is nuts. Like they are easily playing like the best team in the league. So not only are they making the most threes at the highest clip, but they're also ranked first in assists and points per game. So it's basically showing us that they're moving the ball well. The shooters are hitting open shots. And like you said, no one so far has had an individual like standout performance, like that's playing at their full potential. Like I think Sabrina is still, working her way in with Tosh playing with her. Stewie hasn't really had one of those Stewie games that we're used to yet. JJ as well. So I think, especially with injuries and stuff like that, people moving in and out of the lineup, I think they're playing great. And I think as they continue to go and build more cohesion, it's going to be very difficult to beat this team. Like when you try to when you rush your starters, you still got Rebecca Gardner coming in. You got Niara Sabli. You have Phoebish coming in. I mean, not Phoebish. You have Marine Johannes coming in. Like you just have so many people that are coming in. What's the girl's name who's been playing very, very well? Kennedy Burke. She's been playing extremely well for them. She's been shooting the shit out of the ball. Like, so they're playing well on defense. They're playing well on offense, both sides of the ball. For Minnesota, same for them. They've been playing well. And they've been doing all of this mainly without K-Mac. Like she just came back. So I think people are forgetting like how important she is to that team, the second leading scorer on that team last year. So I'm very interested to see how they look over the next week and a half when she gets her legs back under her. I saw some presser where she said that before the last game she played, all she did was like had one day where she was riding the stationary bike, and like that was the only cardio she got before like playing in a full game. So she still got to get her legs up under her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see how they look once K-Mac is fully immersed back into the offense and doing what she does best. But yeah, these two teams, they're head and shoulders better than everyone else. I mean, I'm going to just be honest. They're head and shoulders above everybody else.
And like Lamar said, that the first game that they play is on July 30th. That is on ESPN. That is
crazy.
And then
we gotta wait damn near 2 months.
Right, yeah. 2 months for them to play.
Meanwhile, we're gonna see Fever Scott like another 6 times.
Correct.
Jesus. And then after that, August 10th.
This is who you really should be seeing, because these are the teams that played in the championship last year.
Exactly.
Then you got August 10th on ABC, August 16th on CBS, and then August 19th on NBA.
So they're pretty much condensing all that matches.
They played 3 times in August. Yep. Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. Like
they could have had one this month, one next month. I don't know.
One this month, two next month, and then one in August. Like, because they're gonna play face off in the playoffs again. So
man, we could have a whole episode on the W scheduling.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's so bad. I be having people at me like, man, why the Sky ain't gonna play for a whole nother week? Man, if I had an answer, I would give it to you. I don't know.
I mean, the women need the week because they need the rest and just to practice. They haven't had time to really practice anything and add new stuff. But damn, like it just doesn't make sense.
It don't. Like Friday was like 4 games, and then Saturday was 1 game.
Right.
When's
Like,
the Lynx and Aces game? Oh my god.
Well, yeah, Lamar. When the link
over.
Oh god, we're gonna talk about them next. We're gonna talk about them next.
June 17th.
June 17th. Oh shit.
Was what, 2 weeks, a week and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay, travel.
Look at you. Look at you.
Work related.
Aha. That's always even better.
That's what they say.
Right. I know how that shit goes.
Low. You see that man at Disney.
Man, anything else on them two teams, man? It's really not too much you can say about them. It's been busting people's ass. Fee is definitely, I would say, y'all think she the favorite. I mean, it's only a 2 week.
She right now is the best player. She's the best player right now, in my opinion.
See, I don't agree.
What you got?
I think it's Asia.
So
and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Go ahead.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't never.
So are you saying she's the best player and the MVP? And Lo, are you saying she the MVP and Asia still the best player? Or are you saying Asia's
I'm saying
the MVP?
Asia. If I had to vote today, Asia would be my MVP.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. You know what's funny?
I'm going to elaborate. I think that let me be clear when I say this. I do think the race is very, very close between them.
Mm-hmm.
But I give Asia the upper hand, although her team isn't playing well. She's in the top 5 in 4 of the major categories. So the only category that Fee is out playing her is the points per game. Fee is scoring 26 points per game versus Asia's 22 points per game. And it's a 4-point difference, right?
That's going to change.
And I think people have to realize that Asia's seeing 3 bodies every time she touches the ball. So she's still able to average 22 points after seeing that many bodies every time she's touching the ball when both of her guards are shooting their career lows. In guards, when I mean like Chelsea Gray and Jewel Lloyd, and we'll get into them later. But when we look, so that's the only thing that Fee is actually better than her in regards to like the categories, right? Rebounding, Asia is ranked higher than her. She's averaging 10 rebounds per game. Fee is ranked 5th. Asia's ranked 3rd in that category. Blocks per game, Asia's leading the league at 2.7. Fee is 5th in that. They're both tied with steals per game at 2. But so this is my thing, like Asia's actually higher than her in a lot of, some of the categories. So the only thing that people can really say is that they have the better record in Minnesota and that Fee is averaging more points. Now, can we also talk about Asia's ability to play make this year?
I've been trying to tell people for years, man. Like Asia can pass the ball, man.
She can, and I think so. So although this is not the top 5, Asia is also averaging more assists per game than Nafisa Collier. And I wanted to highlight that because her playmaking abilities this season have truly caught my eye. Like I knew she could pass the ball a little bit. I didn't know she could pass this well.
Yes.
In her seeing 2 to 3 bodies every time she touches the ball, instead of forcing a shot, she's making the right play and getting the ball to her teammates. And I think it's when they played the Mystics. I'm not sure, y'all can correct me on this, but it was at the end of the game. She was literally double teamed, falling to the floor, got the ball to Jackie for the layup. Then on the last play that kind of sealed the game, again, seeing multiple bodies making the right play and going to the extended corner to Jewel Lloyd to hit that 3. So she's literally playmaking to seal wins and win the game. So for me, with the struggling Aces, with 2 teammates of her shooting career lows, and she's still able to carry them to 4 and 2, bro, that's MVP.
Yeah, I don't mind either way. But we all know how we all feel about Asia. It's just funny. I saw somebody tweet. I don't know if this is funny. I don't know if this person is like part of the community or whatever, but he was like, do y'all understand that Asia don't have to win the MVP? And I went through some of the comments and stuff like that, but it's like, but she can.
He's a UConn fan, and he should worry about Paige getting back on the floor.
Oh, I don't know who y'all talking about then.
You must have saw.
I'm not even entertaining that. Like, what do you mean? What is she supposed to win every one? If she's the best player in the league, yes, yes, she is.
That's normally how it's supposed to go.
I saw it too.
Like,
you saw it too.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
The NBA messed it up with the MVP stuff. Like, listen, if Michael Jordan is the best player, he should win MVP. If this player is the best player, they should win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain players should probably have so many more MVPs than they do because
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe only got 1. Like Kobe got
One
one.
of the greatest.
You know
Top
what I'm
three.
saying? That's still crazy that he only has one. Shaq got one.
Steve Nash got one of his trophies at his house. I ain't gonna hold
Yes.
you.
Yes, absolutely. So it's like it's just so many players, and then you come back to the W. Like Asia should have more MVPs, and she should get it this year. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand. Like there's no, if Fee get it, okay, we know how that goes. But if Asia get it, no one should be mad if Asia win this shit again. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think, and this is the thing, I don't think she will win it again. But
No.
as of today, in my opinion, she is still playing at an MVP level with less because her teammates are contributing less than like over in Minnesota. They're a well-oiled machine.
Well-oiled.
When their bench comes in the game, they can still sustain and hold their own. Like the Aces bench is still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Like, and I do want to shout out, since we're talking about the bench, I do want to shout out to Dana Evans because she's been hooping, bro. Like Dana has been taking advantage of her opportunities, and a lot of y'all talked crazy on her name without even giving her a fair chance. Like, I don't know if y'all thought that she was supposed to be the superstar in the team. She's a role player, respectfully, and she is doing a great job at playing her role. Like,
people don't know. We're gonna segue right into the Aces.
I've been saying this for years. Dana, people forget. Just a couple years ago, Dana was a candidate for 6th Player of the Year. We gotta stop acting like Dana's never been impactful. And I said, like with her motor, with like her energy, she's gonna be impactful with this Aces team. And I think we've seen her play well on both ends of the floor, especially as a scorer and playmaker. So you got to give credit to her.
Okay. Yeah. But since we are talking about the Aces now, and they did start 4-2 in their first 6 games of the season. We talk about it in the group chat. We see it on the timeline. Aces fans losing their mind. They're not being consistent on both ends. First, is it too early to panic? And can they turn the season around? I'm gonna go with you, Lo.
I mean, I think it's absolutely too early to panic. Like they have a winning record. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Hold on, Lo. Listen, the Aces fans is jumping off the ledge on Twitter, boy.
Shit, man.
Like, calm down.
It was ready to throw the season away after that Seattle game last week.
Yes, calm down. Y'all got the best player.
That
was nasty. We was talking
nasty.
about them. We was talking about it in the group chat, but y'all got the best player on the planet. Y'all gonna be just fine. But go ahead, Lo.
Just fine. But yeah, I mean, I think it just shows you how accustomed we are to seeing the Aces just essentially look invincible and dominant because we're literally discussing them having a winning record and we're like, should the fans panic? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah. That's just how we're used to see. Like, so it's telling you two things. It's telling you that we're used to them being dominant, but we're also overlooking the fact that the rest of the field, the other WNBA teams have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, they've gotten better as well. Now, should the Aces fans have some questions? Absolutely. Like, their defense has been shit. Like, absolutely terrible. Terrible on the rotations, terrible on, over helping, just out of position. Like it's worrisome. That part is, but panic. No, I think with time it'll get better. It just seems like they're very confused out there. Like it's confusing to me how confused they actually look. But from an offensive standpoint, the offense doesn't look great either. On both sides of the floor, it truly does not look great, and they're still finding ways to win the game. That's what championship teams do. They find ways to win a game even when it's ugly. But I actually looked, because this is the only thing I really looked up today. But I actually looked up Jules' numbers because I'm like, she looks terrible. And we thought last year she looked bad in Seattle, but the numbers are worse this year. Like she's just not shooting she's literally just not shooting. And this is I'm not trying to dog pile because I know people pile on her all the time, and these players are human. So this is not me dog piling. This is
and they see that shit.
This is me speaking actual factual numbers, a quantitative like figure to it. Okay, so she's averaging the lowest points per game in her career as a starter, and that's 10 points per game. The last time she averaged 10 points per game was 10 years ago as a rookie out of Notre Dame. Okay,
I was just going to say that's probably a rookie year.
Exactly. She didn't even start right away. Then she's shooting 30.
Just to elaborate real quick, Lo. I got some more deeper numbers. So they played 6 games this year. The Aces have, and 4 of those games she shot around 20%.
Oh no, I got that on here.
Okay, go ahead.
I got that on here. Don't you worry.
All right, go ahead.
She said, "Don't trip, I got you."
She's shooting 30% from the field, which is a career low, 72% from the free throw line, which is also a career low as well. This is a player that has literally averaged 88% from the free throw line, and now apparently she can't make free throws. Like, so that is all mental. That's what that tells me. It's all mental. So against the Sparks, she went 1 for 8, y'all, from the field. That's 12%. She had a whopping.
It's not enough.
It's not. She had a whopping 3 points that game. We going to scroll on down to the Mystics. She went 2 for 9 from the field. Again, 22% shooting. A whopping 9 points for the game. No. It's just not enough. Against New York, she shot 2 for 10 from the field. And for all my mathematicians out there, that's 20% from the field. She scored a
Wally on 10 tonight.
Right. She scored a whopping 5 points on the evening. It's just simply not enough. Like, it's literally simply not enough. And I don't know how long we're going to be able to say she has to get used to the system. Like, you are literally the fourth option. How are you not getting in where you're fitting in? This is probably the most she's ever been opened in her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most she's been open to shoot the ball. Like, most times when Jewel is shooting, she's wide open. Literally wide open because it's 2-3 players on Asia. They're not even thinking about Kia, so her defenders on Asia as well. You know what I'm saying? So she's literally shooting her career lows, and Asia is still helping them win, right? That's why I said MVP, y'all. MVP. Now we're gonna go over to the point guard. Also not shooting the ball well from the field. She's shooting 37%.
She's throwing shit up.
Listen, like literally, I don't know if Unrivaled got to my good sister's head. I don't know what's going on, but 37% career low to start the season. But the part that I'm most disgusted about is how sloppy she is with the ball. Like, that is not Chelsea Gray. And I don't know if, like, because she has this point guard name and people have been talking about her passing, that she's overdoing it a little bit too much. Make the simple pass, please. You're doing too much. And nails leading to turnovers. You're averaging 3 turnovers a game, and that is a career high for you. Come on now. Like, I've done said that you are the best point guard of all time, and this how you rewarded me? Sister, get it together. Get it together. What you got about the Aces, Nick?
I will say this. So Chelsea has not been playing well
at all.
But I'm gonna give her grace, and here's why. Because one thing I've noticed about Chelsea, especially over the past couple of years, is even though she may start off the season struggling,
I agree.
She's always gonna finish on top. Remember 2022?
Yep,
she started off struggling, then became one of the greatest players I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. Even in Unrivaled, like she didn't start the Unrivaled season that well.
She did not. She did start slow.
That's
she came out of nowhere, ended up pretty much like single-handedly winning them that championship.
Great point.
It does take a while for Chelsea to figure out how to get it going, but it does something because for the most part, this is pretty much a new Aces team. When you look at the new additions, Jewel Lloyd, Dana Evans, Tiffany Mitchell. You bring in other players like Aaliyah Nye. You even have Cheyenne Parker, who hasn't even played a game yet. So they have to figure out things now. And I mean, look, I'm not saying hit the panic button or anything, but it's like what Lo said. I mean, we look at the rest of the league and how everybody else has gotten better and everybody's gotten hungry, whether it's New York, whether it's Minnesota, whether it's, even like the other teams. Like, it just hurts the Aces in a way just because they're still trying to figure it out. Now, look, give credit to them. They ended up winning that game against Seattle, which honestly, that was a terrible
execution towards the end.
They didn't score like in the first 5 minutes of the second half. It was crazy.
Terrible on both sides of the floor, man.
Yeah, terrible on both sides. And then even that game against the Sparks, they ended up getting that win. So I'm not gonna hit the panic button yet because this still is a championship team, even with all the new pieces. And we still have 38 games left in the year, 38, 39, something like that. So I'm not going to hit the panic button yet, but I do hope that they figure something out soon, honestly, because I think they need to build some momentum now where they go on like a small little winning streak just so they can figure things out moving forward.
I just don't see them beat New York. I'm not going to hold you. I don't care how good they get.
No, they're not better.
They don't have the front court to do so. Like,
they give them problems. New York give them problems.
They will literally just leave Kia Stokes and double Asia. And Kia's not going to shoot the ball. And so, yeah, I just don't see it. I mean, I think they're early in the season. They're definitely going to look better towards the end of the season. But just logistically, I just don't see them competing with that front court. I just don't. They're too lengthy.
But even defensively, because I mean, both Jonquil and Stewie are super dominant. And the thing about them is like, especially when you're playing with an elite backcourt like Sabrina and Natasha Cloud, like you don't even have to have the ball in your hands to really be effective. Like they're both playing well off the ball, and that's what makes it even more dangerous.
Right. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna leave it at this with the Aces. This year, however it ends, is cute, but going forward, they have to stop wasting Asia's prime years. That's all I'm gonna say. Like they have to, like at a certain point in time, we're gonna have a conversation about how negligent that front office has been to encapsulate the greatness of her prime, because she's entering her prime right now. Like she's in her prime right now. So why is it not a team around her that can compete? Because this team, in my opinion, isn't a championship team.
No. Not the way
I just can't see it.
Not the way they're playing. For the next,
Jewel's got to play better though.
She does. She does
play better. Like I mean, like that's your job on the team is to make shots. Like you don't have to.
That's it. They ain't
you
actually
just gotta
make
shots. Else. And as I get it, I know you hit that game winner against the Mystics, but aside from that, like she has not been shooting well.
It's not enough.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental thing. Actually, I do think that it is a mental thing. But these past couple of years for Jewel have just not been good at all.
This is the thing. I think it's 100% mental, because before I got on, I was actually watching a podcast that I guess she is hosting now. And she was saying that before she even went to Notre Dame, she knew that she was going to leave early and go pro. Like she asked her brother before she even went there, she knew she was going to go pro. So before she said that they had practice at 2:45 at Notre Dame, and she would get out of class at 1. She would go ride her bike for 3 miles. She would run around the track for 3 miles, then ride her bike 5 miles, get 500 shots up before practice started at 2:45. So she's putting work in on her game. She would go home, eat. She would go home, eat, shower, do her homework, come back to the gym from 10 p.m. to midnight. Like, so if this is her habits that she was building in college, I'm not saying she's doing all that now, but she's getting shots up and she knows she's not shooting well. So I really, truly do not think it's a skill set thing. It's mental. Like, I think it's a mental block somewhere. And I also, I will say, I don't think she's ever played with this many Olympians before. I know she played with Sue and Stewie, but still, like, I think she's just trying to get it where she fits in. But girl, you wide open. You got to shoot the ball better.
You do.
It's as simple as that.
Simple as that. Before we move on, they next 4 games is Valkyries, Sparks, Dallas, and Phoenix. Some bottom
4-0.
They should.
They should.
Especially because AT is out. Then they don't know. They don't have a timeline on her.
And they don't.
Mm-mm.
Damn, that's rough. Her and Kyle.
I mean, Dallas is still struggling
without Paige.
Yeah, without Paige too.
Man, it's rough.
Injuries, man. Injuries.
Speaking of injuries, thank you for that layup, Lo. Thank you for that layup. Speaking of injuries, the Indiana Fever are 0-2 without Caitlin Clark.
Well,
and
no. They won it 1-2. Now they won today.
Oh, 1-2. Okay, 1-2. Who they just beat?
They just beat the Mystics.
Oh, okay. 1-2. Let me tell you something. After that 0-2, them fans was jumping off the ledge, boy. The takes, but listen, they don't look the same without Caitlin Clark, man. Her playmaking is needed. But look, we always talked about her playmaking always before her scoring. We always talked about that. But it's like a whole different team. I forgot the teams they lost to. Was it Connecticut and?
Yeah, they lost to Connecticut and they lost to the Mystics.
Oh, they had the Mixers had the
Liberty was the one that Caitlin played in. Caitlin played in that game against the Liberty.
Yeah, Caitlin played in that one.
Yeah, they had the Mystics and they played the Mystics in Baltimore.
Okay, yeah, the home and home. I remember that's right because the stadium looked different. That's right. Mm-hmm. So they 1-2 without her. But man, I'm gonna start with you, Nick. When's she supposed to come back? We don't even know when she's supposed to come back. First of all, right?
They're gonna reevaluate her in 2 weeks.
We never know. That's what's up, baby. It's like it's a quad. You never know what a fucking quad. Who knows? But Nick, what they gonna do, man? What they gonna do without her, man?
You got to run things through Aaliyah. I've literally been saying it for the longest. I don't understand why. Well, actually, I do understand because they don't have guards that can get her the rock, honestly, especially on the low block. Now, they did just sign Ari McDonald. I think that is a pretty good pickup, honestly. Ari is a really great two-way player, really great playmaker as well. It's just I think her size is part of the reason why she hasn't really been able to really secure a roster spot on the W. But I thought she played really good today. I think she had like 7 points and like 3 steals or something like that. So definitely showed some effort on both ends of the floor. They're starting Sydney Colson now at the point guard position, but that this Indiana team, like the offense, it's just not like Caitlin really does like run that engine of that
Everything.
team on offense. And
but that's their offense though. It's centered around her.
That's true. That is, that is a big fact though. So you can tell like now with her not being in the lineup, like you can tell like this team is confused. They don't know how to move the ball. They don't know how to throw the entry pass. They don't know how to make the right reads, and they struggled a lot, especially in that first matchup against the Mystics, and even throughout that game against Connecticut as well. It's like I said. I mean, I think with Caitlin being absent, like your second option has to be Aaliyah Boston. Because I mean, obviously because she's been playing well to start the year, but then also like just how dynamic she could be on the post, whether it's scoring, whether it's playmaking. Like she could pass out of the double. She can do a lot of good things, in the post that can really generate a lot of offense for Indiana. But you got to be able to get her the ball, and you have to figure out how to center the offense around her in Caitlin's absence. So I think that definitely plays a role in why they've been struggling. The other players as well, like I love DeWanna Bonner, but DeWanna Bonner has not been playing well. Just got to call it what it is, and she didn't really play that good even in tonight's game against the Mystics either. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if she's still trying to find her way with this team, but hopefully she can figure it out soon. Because I feel like the DeWanna piece is really big for them, and I really feel like she could play a crucial role in really elevating that team. But I guess it's just gonna have to take some time. But I'm not gonna hit the panic button yet. Getting that win tonight was a good sign for them. Especially for them to get back on track, because before that they hadn't won a game, I think, since the Atlanta game a couple weeks ago. They lost to New York. That was the last game that Caitlin had played. Then they lost to both the Mystics and Connecticut. So getting back on the right track is definitely a big thing. But they got to figure something out, because Kayla's supposed to get reevaluated, I think, next week or something like that. But it's not guaranteed that she's going to return, depending on how serious her injury is. So, depending how long she's going to be absent, they're going to have to really figure something out. So I'm looking at Stephanie White. I mean, Stephanie White, this is a former coach of the year. This is a coach who's gotten multiple teams to the finals. So I gotta look to her to make the proper adjustments.
Yeah. To your DeWanna Bonner point, like I've been noticing, I think the world has noticed that she hasn't played great since she's been in an Indiana Fever uniform. And I think it's, multi-layered, because last year with Connecticut, and I said in the group chat, but last year with Connecticut, she was their go-to scorer. Like, yes, Alyssa Thomas had the ball in her hands most of the time, but if DB wasn't scoring 18 or more points, they were going to lose that game. So she was used to having the ball in her hands. She was used to her number being called. Now she's coming off the bench, and you think that she would be cooking on the second unit, but she's not getting as many touches as she's used to. And she's a rhythm shooter. Like, if you're not in rhythm, if you're not touching the ball, you're not going to be in rhythm to shoot. And I think that's literally what we're seeing. We're seeing them make her be like what do they call it? Why am I blanking? We're a spot up shooter. There we go. They're literally turning her into just a spot up shooter, and we're gonna let you touch it sometimes. But if they consistently let her play like how she played in Connecticut, instead of like getting many touches in the starters, because I don't think she should start. She's been playing terrible. But like, just have her lead the second unit. Like, just have her be the focal point of the second unit. And I think Nick made a great point with Stephanie White. Like, this is going to determine a lot for their season, because we don't even know if Caitlin's coming back in 2 weeks. We don't know how long Sophie Cunningham's out. And I think when you have an offense that is centered around one player so heavily like Indiana Fever is, this is what you see. God forbid they go into the playoffs and Caitlin gets hurt. Like, they have no shot after that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
swept.
So you have to be able to adjust and not just make your offense centered around one person, in my opinion. They heavily rely on the pick and roll, which is great for them, but you have to be able to adjust. Like, it's no way that Aaliyah Boston should be looking like she's struggling. Like, she should be the number one option, clearly, when Caitlin isn't there, So even when Caitlin's there, they can share the responsibility of being the number one option. So I think Stephanie got to go back to the drawing boards and figure something out, because the offense that they're running is not going to work, and they're going to continue to lose unless they play teams like the Mystics or I don't even want to say the Valkyries, because I don't even look at them, but yeah.
They their next schedule coming up, they got the Sky, they got the Dream, Liberty, and Connecticut again, the next 4.
And she's gonna be out for all 4 of those, probably.
Yeah, more than
they're gonna lose the Liberty. They're gonna lose the Liberty. They're gonna lose. You said Atlanta, I think they're gonna lose Atlanta. Atlanta's playing
I
really good
agree.
basketball. They're
And
gonna
they got the Sky
Chicago.
Saturday.
They play in Chicago.
Yeah, they play here.
I think they win that one.
You think they beat Chicago?
I think they can.
They certainly can. I'm going Chicago though. I'm going Chicago against my better
Chicago,
judgment.
Atlanta, New York, Connecticut. That's their next 4.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough without her. She does so much for that team, man.
They could fuck around and go 1-3 in the next 4 games.
They could, and that would put them at what? 4-7?
I believe so. They are
They're 3 and 4. I think.
Yeah, they 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But also, I'm looking at these numbers too with Aaliyah. Like this is how you know they're not getting her the ball. The last 3 games. So the first game against the Mystics, she took 5 shots. The game against Connecticut, she took 10 shots, and then even tonight she took 5 shots again.
Oh my god!
5 shots.
5 shots. Terrible.
Come on.
Don't get wrong. I mean, she did shoot 5 for 5, which is good, but nah.
Shakir was having my sister girl in hell.
Come on, man. 5 shots.
5 shots is nasty. They're not getting her the ball at all. I don't care. Win or loss, I don't care. She should not only be shooting 5 times.
No, definitely.
There's a player. She shot 19 shots against.
How many? Kelsey Mitchell. How many she shoot?
I gotta look at the stats. Let me look at the overall stats.
I forgot they was even playing tonight. Damn, I forgot.
It's a good game on right now, right? Who playing right now?
Kelsey Mitchell.
Dallas and Seattle. They tied 30-30.
Oh, it's tied.
Kelsey Mitchell took the most shots. She took 14 tonight. Okay. So only 2 players tonight for Indiana took double-digit attempt shots. Kelsey Mitchell and Dewana. Dewana took 12 shots
and scored.
9 points, 4-12.
Oof,
it's crazy.
Nasty.
Dewana should not be getting more shots than Aaliyah. It's my opinion.
No.
Not with the way she's been playing.
And especially because Aaliyah's actually starting the game. Was she in foul trouble? I don't remember seeing her in foul trouble though.
She had 4, but still.
Yeah.
That's still not really. Who knows? Lo, how you feel about the McDonald signing? Is it Ari McDonald?
Ari.
How you feel about that?
I think it'll be good for them. I think she brings a different pace for them. I think she's a true point guard. She can get her own. For people that watched her in college at Arizona, like she can score the basketball as well. I think it's a great signing for them. Actually, I think that she deserves a spot in the league. And I'm happy for her. I don't think she'll stay once Caitlin gets back because they don't, they will have to cut somebody. But hopefully she takes advantage. Right. So hopefully she takes advantage of her opportunities and maybe she'll be needed again, throughout the year. So I like it.
She played 27 minutes tonight. It's good.
What was her stats?
She had 7 points, 5 assists, and let me look at all the stats. 7 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Pretty good.
Not bad when you literally just signed yesterday.
Right, that's not bad at all.
Stay ready.
And she got thrown in quick because I watched some of the first quarter. She got thrown in quick because Sydney Colson got popped in the nose. Her nose was so bloody. So they put within the first couple of minutes, she was in there. She was in the game.
Shit. Okay.
Sydney Colson can't catch a break. She can't. Left and right.
Wasn't her ankle the last game? She hurt her ankle the last game, right? She had to limp off.
Then got busted in the nose today. I mean, her nose was leaking.
Hey, this never fun to get hit in your nose.
Ever.
It always feel like your shit is broken when you get hit in your nose. You be like, what the fuck just happened? This is what you know.
But you would think that it wouldn't hurt that much because you got the cartilage on it. But
that shit hurts so bad to get hit in your nose, dog. You just be having you need to eyes be watering. Oh my god, you need to take a second. Anything else on the fever?
Figure it out.
They got to.
We're looking at you. Figure it out.
We're definitely looking at you because. Go ahead, my fault.
No, I was saying. I mean, it's no reason why Aaliyah Boston's taking 5 shots in 2 of the last 3 games. So she's taken 20 shots total in the last 3 games. That's not good.
Nasty.
And I know your offense is ran around Caitlin, but you got to have a plan B and C just for times like this if she get hurt. because injuries happen. Even if somebody don't get hurt all the
foul
time.
Trouble. Like,
yeah, foul foul trouble. Like, god damn, like anything. Get ejected. Like she get ejected or something. Now you're just looking dumb for the rest of the game. So you definitely got to figure.
Aaliyah should be shooting while Caitlin's out. She should be shooting anywhere between 17 and 22 times a game. Like I want her to shoot almost every time. Like she's the offense, or even if she's not, get the ball in her hands a little bit more so she can play make.
Yeah,
she can also play on top of the key too.
Yep.
They look like a totally different team without Caitlin. Like it's night and day when you watch from beginning into now. Like,
but that's just her gravitational pull. Like she does so much for them.
She does. She does a lot for them. A lot outside the extra shit. She does a lot for them for sure. Nick, you had something fun on the rundown, man. It's a newcomer impact rating. So you ranking?
No, I did that. We can go ahead.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Go ahead, skip that one.
You want to skip that one? All right, okay. I just never know. Let's
do it next week. We're gonna be.
We'll do it next week. All right. Yeah. Let's see what else we got going on in here. Oh, Phoenix being 5-2. I know they haven't played the best teams, but the fact they even are 5-2, that's shocking to me. That's really shocking to me. How y'all feel about Phoenix?
I'm shocked too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Chat, is y'all shocked, Chat, about Phoenix?
You gotta think they're doing this. They're doing this without Ka too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing.
Who they play, man? Who did they play? I don't even remember everybody.
They played Minnesota, I think.
They lost to Minnesota, so they 5-3.
They beat the Sparks on Sunday.
Because I had them at what, like ranked like 8th or 9th?
I think we all had them out the playoffs. I think
so. 2 of their losses against Minnesota, so you really can't even hold that shit against them.
Right.
But they beat Phoenix. They beat the Sky. They beat
they can't beat themselves. You said they beat Phoenix.
I mean, they beat the Sparks. God damn. They beat the Sparks. I mean, they beat the Sparks. They beat Washington. They beat the Sky. It got to be somebody else in there that I'm missing.
It don't matter. They're going to plummet because AT is out. She does too much.
They're definitely going to plummet. But I'm actually shocked that they got Golden State next, and then they got Seattle, then Dallas. So no, AT is looking spooky. It is looking spooky without AT. You definitely, man. Hey, AT just be out there. She has to be bodying people, yo. I love watching.
I'll tell you, got to get out of the way when she's getting downhill.
Dog,
I'm not gonna hold y'all. That Kiki shit. It literally pissed me off. Like it literally like had my blood boiling because I'm like, bro, you don't do that to nobody, bro. Like you don't like. She literally took her forearm and threw it in her neck. Like, bro, you gonna have to see me. On God, you gonna have to see me after the game.
Yes, like, because you don't be having to hit me above, like
right. Like what you doing? Like
we don't do that.
People say, "Oh, these players, X, Y, and Z players are dirty," but like, I'm not saying she's a dirty player, but AT has some dirty plays, bro. Like she has.
She had that play on Angel last year.
She choke slammed her, like we were in fucking WWF.
She got that Chris Paul in her.
What they call it? WWE.
Yeah, she got that Chris Paul in her, man. Why you gotta bring? Hey, he do be doing some dirty shit over the years, man. That's what make people not like him. But
I'm not saying she a dirty player. But like it's starting to look iffy, sister. Like it's really starting to look iffy. Like your work is showing that you are tiptoeing on that line. Like it's just been too many occurrences where you're not cognizant about what you're doing with your body. You have control over your body. Like why are you? It's no way that you're blocking her out or boxing her out and you're at her fucking neck. Like what?
Yeah, that's not. No, you've been playing way too long to be doing some shit like that. Like that's not an accident. That's not like some little kids or something like that. But anything in your neck head region, listen, we're gonna have to fight in the tunnel.
Period. Period. And I'm so dead serious. Like I was stunned. Like when I saw it on Twitter, because I didn't see it live. When I saw it on Twitter, I replayed that shit like 10 times back to back. I said, "There's no way that she literally put her forearm in this girl's neck, and it was forced." And y'all know she a tank, so you know that shit had to hurt. Like
you know that shit hurt.
Like she was literally holding her neck. I'm like, poor Kiki.
Poor Kiki.
Kiki was pissed, bro. She was
pissed. But you gonna have to see me. You gonna have to, bro. You gonna have to give me 5 at least. You gonna have to give me 5 minutes for sure.
Definitely.
That shit's so nasty, dog. So
Definitely,
nasty.
for sure. Anybody else? Atlanta, Nick, your dream. They 5-2. Go ahead, man. Just go ahead. Talk about.
I'll be real and say that I'm shocked. I didn't expect them to get off to this good start. Now, look, obviously the hiring of Carl Smesco was really obviously was a really big hiring, and you see how it's definitely changed up the whole team, especially offensively. But I gotta highlight Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray has been playing at an MVP level throughout these first couple weeks of the season, and crazy
conference player of the week too.
Conference player of the week, yeah. Oh, by the way, Alicia,
yeah.
Player of the week. Shout out to Don.
Besties.
But
I told y'all Atlanta going to the finals.
She did say
that shit. Hey, we played her to the left when she said that shit too.
We was like, girl, shut up. Anyway, what else on TV? What should I eat for dinner?
She might be making a point. She might be making a point. But nah, I noticed it in last week's game against the Sparks. I was like, Alicia playing at a different level. Like, this is different. It's like, I mean, obviously, like you saw it, when they played against Indiana, when they played against Connecticut, but it's like, okay, it's still early in the season. But for some reason, in that game in particular against the Sparks, I was like, Alicia's playing at a different level. And then it carried over to the Seattle game with that, which that was a really big win. Ryan Howard's playing really great basketball as well. I know that she hasn't shot the ball well, but when you look at how she's been able to impact the game both defensively and her playmaking, which honestly I was a little upset whenever Tahina Pau lost that point guard spot, but Ryan has really played well as the lead guard for them, so I got to give her credit. But it's really just everybody, honestly. I think probably one of my favorite dream lineups that I've seen, especially late in games, is Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, Bree Jones, and there's somebody else I can't remember the name exactly, but those
Nas
four.
Tillman.
Nas Tillman. So yeah, those 5 players, like at least in the Seattle game, really showed me how effective that they can play together, and they're doing this without Jordan Canada. And I'm just hoping that Jordan stays healthy throughout most of the season because I think she can really make a big impact, both from scoring, playmaking perspective, and of course defensively as well. So Atlanta's looking good to start the season, man. And yeah, I think they're not even fully healthy yet, and they haven't even really hit the stride yet to me. So who knows? They might be one of those teams that really catches everybody by surprise as the season does continue.
What's Jordan's timetable with her knee?
She tweeted something. Yeah, she tweeted something that she should be back very soon. So I would think that she'll be back by next week at least.
Oh yeah, if she's tweeting that, yeah, I think it's coming in. She's tweeting that shit herself. So yeah, it's definitely coming.
Yeah, man, I mean, I agree. I agree with Nick. Carl Schmesko, he's looking like a genius. I mean, he has them. What's up, Tom? He has them playing a new style of basketball with just high flying pace, just getting up and down the court, spreading the court. Everyone can shoot the 3. I didn't know how it was gonna work because this is the same style that he played at Florida Gulf Coast. I didn't know how it was gonna work, but baby, he got them women hooping. Like, if you look at it, I'm looking at Alicia Gray's numbers right now. This is her career high in points per game at 21 points per game. That's 6 points higher than what she was averaging last year. Career high in reboundings with 5 per game. Career high in assists per game so far this year. She's also one of the only players in the WNBA. I forgot who the other one was, but she's also one of the only players in the WNBA that's shooting over 40% from 3 and also over 40% from the field. Just looking at it now, she's shooting 49% from the field. She's almost shooting 50% from the field as a guard. Like, do you know how crazy that is?
Insane.
And even from 3-point range, she's shooting 43%. So she's just absolutely hooping. She's doing it also on both ends of the floor because as quiet as it's kept, she is defending the best guard on the opposite team. So not only is she cooking on offense, but she's also doing her big one on defense. So shout out to Leash. More great things coming. I hope she can sustain it throughout the year. But if she's playing at this level, I agree with Deshelle. We're talking about most improved player. We're definitely talking about an all-star. And we definitely could be putting her in those MVP conversations as well.
I think right now, honestly, she might be, like, I think probably behind Asian Fee. She might be 3rd behind them.
I agree.
If I think about it, yeah.
Hey, I ain't mad at that take. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all. Yeah, the Dream Air is playing good. Man, Atlanta would turn up. They was in the finals. Oh my God.
Oh,
Atlanta would turn up if they was in the finals for sure. They definitely would. Let's see what else. Oh, the Chicago Sky. They got their first 2 wins, and those against Dallas. They got 2 wins. Oh man, because the fan base has been that fan base has been really on 1,000.
Yeah,
I've seen stupid shit like have Camilla come off the bench. I've seen all type of crazy shit.
Man, they said Camilla come off the bench.
Yeah, I guess it was the best player on the floor to get their first win.
And listen, they waited. So the second game against Dallas, Camilla only had like 5 points. So then all the Angel stands was like, see, that's why you got to run through Angel. And then Angel, listen, she only had like 12, 14 points. So it's like, yes, they already called for Tyler job.
They called for his job after the Indiana game.
Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did. Y'all still think they're gonna make the playoffs?
No.
I'll say I don't know.
Damn.
But I will give it to this player has been playing a little bit better though recently. Ariel Atkins is trying to kind of pick it up for Chicago
she had. Yes.
But I still don't know if it's enough, honestly, because I think the biggest issue for Chicago is offense, right? Honestly, and I think it's more so from the perimeter perspective. Like they just don't have enough consistency from the perimeter. I think that's kind of a big issue, especially when you're centering your team around 2 dynamic bigs like Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso.
Yeah, you're right. No, you definitely right. But they 2-4 now. They next few games they got Indy, the Liberty.
Is that their next game against Indy?
Yeah, they play Saturday against Indiana, and then they got the Liberty, and then they have the Dream, and then Connecticut. So, yeah.
I think we also need to be honest about Angel. Her offense has looked awful.
Awful. Damn near worse than last year, it seems like.
And literally, not almost, it does. It looks worse than last year.
Man.
She's only averaging, 10 points?
I can't even be mad at the jokes.
It's a double-double, but...
I can't even be mad at the jokes that's going around because
damn, one of the biggest issues with Angel, and it's pissing me off, is like when you get offensive rebound, don't bring the ball down. Go straight
down to her ankles and shit, man. What the?
Yeah, it's like she want to do a power dribble and then go back up. Like, no, you're going up against Big T. You're going up against Maisha Hines Allen. Like you can't do that shit. Like what are you doing?
This is not Maryland. This is not LSU.
Y'all gotta realize she's been shooting that way her whole life. Like even when she's shooting a jumper, she brings it down. So she's not gonna just change it overnight. That's going to take years of her literally practicing her shot because her release is so low that it's always just gonna get blocked. Like I literally saw her get her shit blocked like 3 times in one play just because she's bringing it down. Like all you gotta do is keep it high. But like for us, it's easy for us to say because we learned as kids, we learned how to shoot at a high release point. She did not, and I don't know how. It's a disservice to her coaches for allowing this to go on as long as it did. Like this is nasty. Like you do, like bro, it's so wild that they allowed her to do this for so long because now in the pros, it's looking crazy. It's looking nuts. And then when she does get the ball and she's not bringing it down from her hip, she has zero patience. Like trust the work that you put in. What did Tina Charles tell your ass last year? Take your time. Do your moves.
Going. She just be going. She be looking like
almost like a hot potato. Like she just be trying to get it out of her hand. And it's like, girl, you worked on your game, bro. You got to trust it. And I think that's the issue. Like we saw stints of her getting better in Unrivaled. And I don't know if the atmosphere just felt different for her and she was just more confident there. Maybe it was because of more spacing. I don't really know what the issue is.
It probably had to be spacing. It probably had to be spacing.
I really don't know. I really don't know what the issue is, but it's like you worked on your game, so we need you to trust those things that you have worked on. Because what's the point of working on your game if you're not going to utilize it and you're not going to utilize the new skills that you've learned in the actual game?
Lamar do feel like she got a gun in her head. Listen, like you said, I saw Lamar pass it out. Get the rebound and kick that shit out and reset this shit.
Pass it out.
The shot clock goes back to 14.
God damn. She get the rebound, she throw it up, she just throws it up, miss it. Get it, throws it up. Kick that shit out to one of your guards and reset. Like what the it's just like I said, I can't even get mad at the jokes on Twitter no more. Like I can't even
I can't even fucking defend the shit, man.
Dude, I can't defend this
What
shit
I
at
will
all.
say, in practice, I did see clips where they were making her shoot it high. Like they were making
Yes,
her
I did see
rebounding it
that.
and putting it right back up. So they are trying to work on it. It's going to take time, y'all, but it is frustrating. And I'm sure it's frustrating for her as well. You think she want to get her shit blocked? No. She knows that her offensive game is lacking. She sees all this shit online. Like, trust me, she does not want to be playing like this. But I also think it's something. I think it's also to be something said about, you know, her mental as well. This girl at 23 carries so much on her shoulders. Look at the beginning of the year. We only 2 weeks in, and look how many think pieces we've already had about her and Caitlin Clark. At a certain point in time, I don't care how strong you are. At a certain point in time, this shit is going to weigh on you. So not only am I playing like shit, I'm also being harassed. I'm also getting death threats. Like all of this stuff is going to cave in. And we got to remember she is 23 years old, bro. She's 23.
Lamar, she do be working with her, but like it's just gonna take time. Like Courtney do be working with her, but it's like
it's gonna take time. And that's why I said last week, I was like, I don't know how patient Chicago is going to be with keeping that front court together. I think if they are able to keep that front court together and they can develop the way in which I think that they can play, I think that Chicago has a chance to have the best front court in the WNBA. Not, of course, this year, years to come. But I just don't think that they're going to be patient enough to let them both develop the way that they should. Like, you got to realize that if Angel Reese played on any other team that had two good bigs, she would not be starting.
No,
she's starting in Chicago because they need her to start.
Yeah.
Because who else would be starting? Like, you can't eat Will's a 5, so she wouldn't be starting over Cardoso. So maybe Michaela, but no, you're not putting you still need Angel's rebounding. You still need her perimeter defense because she can defend. So I think that's what people don't realize. Like, if she went to a team like, let's say, like if she was drafted to a team like New York, we wouldn't see how bad she looks because she would be coming off the bench and she will also be mentored by vets that are the best at their position. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate that she had to go to Chicago because of the situation she is in. We're literally watching her being thrown in front of the world and people saying, figure out how to hoop, bro. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think sometimes we over criticize her just in general as a overall public, because coming from LSU, we already know what Angel was. And I guess people just automatically thought that she was just going to get better like this. No, it's basketball, bro. It's going to take her years to develop certain things. And I think it's just on Front Street because she's starting. And because her name is in close proximity with Caitlin, like Caitlin is a good offensive basketball player. Angel Reese is not at that level yet. So I think because all of their names are synonymous with one another, people think that she's going to be at Caitlin's offensive level when that's just not true. And it's not fair either. It's not a fair comparison.
And you don't, and in college at Maryland and LSU, you're not even going against that many bigs like that that's going to be swatting your shit or doing.
I mean, she overpowered everybody. They were playing. Yeah. Don't even get me started on who they were playing, but yeah.
Well, you know how college go. Like she was just playing. Like it's not the W. It's not the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna play against grown ass women.
I was saying, like, this is a bigs league. Like, one night you're going to have to play Asia. One night you're going to have to play Fee. One night you're going to have to play Stewie. You're going to have to play Aaliyah Boston. Like, you're going to have to play a lot.
She's at the hardest. That's the thing. She's at the hardest position in the WNBA. Yeah. Like, she's literally going up against Hall of Famers every night. Asia's going to be a Hall of Famer. Fee will be a Hall of Famer. Tina Charles is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, she's going up against these players nightly. So then you're going to look even worse than you actually appear to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to look even worse because you're going up against these great talents. So I have sympathy. I really do have sympathy for her, man. She's in a tough spot.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely in a tough
all
spot.
Eyes on her. And when you're not confident in your game and all eyes are on you, I'm sure that is a terrible place to be in.
Definitely.
On the job training.
Right. Yeah. Literally. But the whole world is watching.
Like you said, last week, if they would have went the rebuilding route, it probably wouldn't be as bad right now. It wouldn't be like, like it is. Like people will still be on her about her game, but it's like, we rebuild it and we ain't even trying to win nothing this year. We not even trying to really make the playoffs. But
and I feel fans for being mad because they're like, we just traded our 3rd pick and we also traded future 1st round picks, and this is what we look like. Like y'all could have did better in rebuilding. Yeah, so I get why fans are mad now. Do I think they doing?
This is what they wanted.
But do I think they're doing too much with saying, "Oh, y'all, fire Tyler"? Like, yeah, that's a bit far. Like, chill out.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit far. We're at the hour mark, but I want to end it with this shit here. First of all, if y'all don't know, Low will block anybody. Me too. I'll
And
block
Will.
people. But Wally, pull up the screenshot. This
Look,
bullshit
Wiley was
here.
on it, boy.
This bullshit here. Overtime. Usually overtime don't really piss me off with some of their stuff, but this right here was just all time bad. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of female athletes? They got Caitlin, Simone Biles, Serena. I forget this. Is that Ledecky?
Katie
Lady
Ledecky.
Ledecky.
Yeah.
Y'all know where she from. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. She
Go
from the
ahead.
crib. She from the crib. But they had Caitlin on the Mount Rushmore,
somebody
man.
don't belong here. I don't know who, but somebody don't belong here.
And it's
They
not
show
even
I blocked
fucking
them
close.
This
Is it the one that plays
ridiculous.
basketball?
This is ridiculous. This is fire the social media team over at Overtime.
But you know why they did that? This was on purpose.
This is definitely on purpose. This is definitely on purpose. But shit like this shit like that is why people don't end up liking players, because of shit like that. Mount Rushmore. Hey, I know y'all thought about it though. Who's in your women's Mount Rushmore?
Of like athletes all the time?
Yeah.
Or?
Athletes.
I'll take the other three. They just replace the other one.
Yeah, I would actually take, because for anyone that like knows me and the sports that I like I always say that Simone and Serena are two of the best athletes, not just female athletes. They're the best, two of the best athletes I've ever seen in my entire life. So they're definitely on there. For what Katie has done, she's definitely on there.
Yes.
For my fourth, I didn't even think about it. Like, who would I put for the women? Like women's basketball. Because y'all know who I would want to pick, but I'm not going to go with the obvious.
You might as well say it. That's what we wait for you to say.
Right.
That's what we waiting.
The obvious answer. I'm going to go with somebody that y'all not going to think of. I'm going to go,
and while
you go first, Nick. You go first, Nick.
Yeah, I didn't even hey, listen, I didn't even think about this shit, honestly. I ain't gonna hold you.
But the first name that comes to mind though, for real, is Cheryl Miller.
That's a good one,
because of just how transcendent she was for women's basketball.
I think that's the best pick,
because we hadn't seen it until Cheryl Miller. Not we, like I was there, but you know what I'm saying. Like she was as good as advertised, and she was one of the first. I mean, even Cynthia Cooper talked about it on All the Smoke podcast. She was like, I kept hearing about this. I kept hearing about this Cheryl Miller chick, and I'm from Watts. Like I thought I was all that. I thought I was good. And she said the first practice, Cheryl bust her ass, and she was like, I'm so prideful that I wasn't gonna let her know. But she was like, Cheryl Miller made me the player that I was in the WNBA, because she made me realize I wasn't working hard enough. Like I wasn't nearly as good as her. And I'm like, damn, that's coming from one of my goats, Cynthia Cooper. And I thought Coop was like all that and and more. So I gotta go Cheryl Miller, bro. And I'm just so sick that I didn't get to see her play live, honestly.
Dead ass.
Nah, Cheryl. I think Cheryl's the best answer. I don't think anybody should be in there above Cheryl when it comes to women's basketball.
No, I like that.
Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer.
Right. That's a good answer. Man, I ain't got nothing else tonight, man. We had an hour mark. We got a lot in this hour.
We were swiftly moving.
We was podding tonight. We was podding. Real quick. If y'all haven't, y'all should check out the Candace Parker interview on Breakfast Club. Check out Jackie Young and Jewel interview with Sue Bird. Sue Bird got her own podcast now, like by herself, without her wifey. Yeah, so
that's really good.
Yeah, Jackie was so comfortable. We're not used to even hear her talk. In a whole hour interview, she was really talking, so that was good. And Jewel interview was good, so check out all three of those. So
I also just want to say, like, my goat not only does it on the basketball court, but damn it, what a businesswoman, what a provider, one thing.
Love it going crazy all morning, bro.
One thing Candace Parker going to do is provide for her family, child, because she be outside with 17 jobs. And I was just listening to the interview this morning before I went to work, and I'm like, just impressed with how well spoken she is. And not saying that the WNBA players aren't well spoken. I think they're well they're a lot more well spoken than the men because simply they finish college, like they get media training and stuff like that. These guys are 18 years old. They spend 1 year in college. They don't even do their damn work. People doing it for them, and then they go into the league. Like,
shit, they get millions now. They damn sure ain't going to class.
Exactly. Like, come on. Like, if you thought they was going to look, now they got the NIL money, they certainly not going to class. So you could tell the big difference between media talking to the men and media talking to the women. And so I just wanted to shout out how well spoken she sounded, and just like, man, what great media training, because she had all the answers. Great interview.
All of them. Yeah. So check out all those interviews.
I gotta cop that book. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know she had a book coming out.
Yeah, I gotta go check that book out too.
The Can Do. I already ordered it.
Can Do.
I already ordered it.
I already know.
Y'all listen. Y'all already know what time.
I already know. Anything else we get up out of here? No.
We got to do a playback at some point, y'all. We gonna be on.
We do, man.
Because people be asking me. We gonna be on there at some point.
Yeah, we are, y'all. God damn, we definitely are. Man, like and subscribe, comment, share everywhere, man. We love y'all. This was a great episode. Man, it's hot as hell today. It's still hot. It's 90 degrees outside still.
Sheesh. It was 87 here.
God damn. But man, y'all be safe. Oh yeah. I didn't even know it is Men's Mental Health Month.
Facts.
So fellas, take care of yourself. It's okay to talk to somebody. It's okay to go talk to a therapist. It's all right.
A lot of y'all need to.
Yes, yeah, and be truthful. That's another thing, and I think everybody can take this one in. When you go to your therapist, be honest.
Right.
You have to,
because there's so many people who don't be, and don't be going talking to the AI therapist too. Because the AI just
gosh, please.
Can y'all not do that? Can y'all not do that?
Yo, people who hit up Chat GPT as their so-called therapists, y'all really need help.
That's a mental illness, honestly.
Fucking
that's a mental illness itself.
Jesus.
Man, you have like
to a real therapist. Trust me,
go to a real therapist.
Right. I was gonna say, as somebody who has been to therapy, it's work.
I'm going back soon. Hell,
it's work.
Man, listen, every other Tuesday, 9:30, baby.
Yeah, it got me through a lot. It got me through a whole bunch of shit I need to get through. So you men, especially you black men, for sure, go do that shit if you got to, man. Talk to somebody. It's okay. Take care of yourself. I don't have nothing else, man. I love y'all. That's all I got to say. Play the music, Wiley. Let's get up out of here.
What's up? They gave me my theme music.